Lil' homie, let's go. Lil' homie, let's go. Lil' homie, let's go. Lil' homie, let's go. Hey. Lil' homie, let's go. Lil' homie, let's go. Okay. Lil' homie, let's go. She like how I rap and she like how I do with the flow. Lil' homie, let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tashir, aka LT. I am one of the co-hosts of the Life of 2021 podcast. We are here with the very talented poet, wordsmith, and lyricist Yailis C, who represented Dobbins High School in the citywide Oratorical Contest and came in second place as a freshman. But first, let's check out Yailis's presentation.
I come before you today to discuss a topic that is often ignored, along with the people who suffer from it. As adults, it is your job to instruct and guide us onto the right path, not obstruct us from it. As adults, it is your job to feed not only our stomachs, but our minds as well. As adults, it is your job to make sure that when you are gone, we're able to fend for ourselves and make a difference in this world. You all say that this world needs to change, but what are you doing to make the difference? And if you choose to feed us, would you give us something fresh or something rotten and toxic? Philadelphia's children see many things that are not apt for their still maturing minds. The mind of a child is like a sponge. It absorbs everything it possibly can. The negative things children see in the street, media platforms, and even in their own home are things that can stick with them forever, affecting them in the long term. The article Children in the Media from the National Center for Biotechnology Information stated that from many studies, it was concluded that since the psychosocial aspect of a child is still developing, media has a very profound influence during this stage. Television plays a very big role in children's development because it's easy and often unrestricted access. They stated that if a child today continues to watch television at the same rate over a lifetime, they would have spent about 7 years watching television by age 70. It is also said that with prolonged viewing, the world shown on television becomes a child's reality, shaping who they are as a person. This time could be spent teaching our children how to lead, how to care, and how to be inclusive rather than overexposing them to conflict, pain, and grief in the media. When children turn out the way they do, you question how and why, forgetting that they were in your care before they changed. When they turn out the way they do, you always say that they're your beast of burden, once again failing to realize that you created it. These are our future leaders, and with all that has been going on, I know you all prayed for a change. As a city of brotherly love, shouldn't we Philadelphians teach our future generations just that? Shouldn't we teach them love and unity that we are known for? Our city is suffering so much because of crime and hate, and all the little ones are brought up with first-hand experiences that mark their minds and hearts forever. It has become a normality for a child to have explosives, tears, and yelling, lulling them to sleep. Yet despite your longing for a better community, you do nothing to manipulate yours and our future. You see and allow all this negativity and toxicity to enter their minds, making little to no effort to conserve their innocence. What is done as adults is certainly out of your control, but what was and is done right now in your home is under your control. I started by limiting media consumption, taking spare time to indulge myself in more beneficial activities such as art, exercise, and writing. I also organized time for all household members to come together. You have the choice of raising someone who's going to change yours and their future, or you can raise just another man in the street. Well, you choose, Philly.
We welcome Yailis C to the Life of 2021 podcast right here on The Voice of Dobbins. Hi, Yailis. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Yailis C. I'm 15 years old. I'm a freshman at Dobbins. And
Wow, you a ninth grade freshman?
Yeah.
Wow, I just came from that. I just became a 10th grade sophomore. And to be honest, it's actually nice to meet a poet because I'm a young artist myself. And I said, like I go to work, I come home, explicitly, like I go to work, come home, make music. If I'm not in school, I'm making music. If I'm not asleep, I'm writing music. I'm being a wordsmith myself. But where are you from?
I'm of Puerto Rican descent. I was born in New Jersey, but I was raised most of my life in Philadelphia. So this is kind of like my home.
Yeah. A lot of people was born and raised in different areas, but you mean they feel like Philly is the home. But like nowadays, you gotta be careful in Philly. But how did you get to where you are today?
My parents. Since I was little, they were always on top of me, putting the pressure so that I stayed on top of my work and like just pushed me to my limits.
Yeah, there's always them parents. If it's not your parents, there's always somebody that's going to be your backup parent to at least help you and always put you on the right way.
Yeah.
But, what was your inspiration behind your poem speech?
Well, the kids here in Philly, we all tend to grow up a little different from other people. We tend to see things and like experience things that, you know, other kids shouldn't really be experiencing or seeing. And a lot of people ignore that stuff. They don't pay attention to the children's feelings throughout this and how that's actually gonna affect them growing up in their adult life, how it's gonna change their personalities and everything. It's just kind of like pushed aside. And I wanted to bring attention to that topic.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you. Because it's like a lot of people, they just sit there and they ignore stuff that can actually be helpful. Like certain stuff that's really important, a lot of people do ignore. I've definitely seen it myself. But how did it feel to represent Dobbins High School?
It was so cool. Cause like I just got here, I'm still meeting the teachers and everything, still talking to everybody, and then all of a sudden the whole school knows my name, and I still don't know half of them, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, it is. Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I wish I was in the same spot you did, but it's like I don't know how, like it's like majority of the school know who I am, but it's like I don't know like half of the school from a can of paint. Like everybody, like I lie to you not, everybody knew what I do. Big music, all I gotta do. Everybody knows from the whole school. I don't like it, but it's like I just move in silence. But how did it feel for you to actually get second place and also being a freshman for Dobbins?
I was amazed, honestly, because there were so many other really good submissions, and it was like from older students. They were more experienced and all of that. They, you know, they were just like bigger people. They were more developed mentally and everything. So being a freshman, you know, a newbie up there in second place, right under all those names, it was like, wow.
Yeah, especially being a freshman and just starting it. Yeah, I was actually surprised once I heard about it. Like I just heard about a few things. I just heard about a 13-year-old boy becoming an entrepreneur in like a few months or like a few days or one of them. Then I just heard about you becoming in second place with a whole poem contest. I ain't even know nothing. I ain't even know they do poem contests now, or still. But it's like
I didn't either.
I was convinced. My teacher said, "Let's do an interview." I said, "Might as well. It is what it is." But would you like to actually get a job utilizing your talent as a wordsmith?
I never really saw myself in that position where I took writing as a profession. It's always been more of like a hobby, something I did on the side for coping, or just like I was bored and I didn't have anything else to do. So not really.
But if you actually had the opportunity to, would you actually take that chance?
I think I might, yeah, because I want to see how that experience could help me develop my writing skills more. And it could help too in the social aspect, because we got to do a lot of more talking and all of that.
I agree heavily. What is your biggest goal in life?
To be in a position where I can take care of my family, provide for them, you know, just have a stable life.
Right. I agree. Same thing I told Miss Taylor about 10 minutes ago. I'm trying to be rich in a Playboy mansion. Listen, I'm trying to have a chair with like just stacking money. I'm having me a whole king castle chair, but it's all money. But who steered you into the right path instead of going down the wrong path?
My parents and God. I've had those principles since I was little. They've always been on top of me, and just following those morals and all of that, it helped me stay right. It helped me not to get distracted, not unfocused, none of that.
All right, I agree. I mean, your parents is always the number one thing to actually go to.
Mm-hmm.
Parents and God, that's the only people who can really help, besides certain citizens. But this is my last and final question, because I'm not going to hold you up all day. Do you have any advice for any other students who would do anything that you do today?
Keep hustling, keep focusing on your work, getting all that stuff done, because that's going to help you build the skills to get to a higher point. And set limits and boundaries for yourself so that you could go over them, just break them, and just keep going higher and higher.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Thank you so much, Yailis, for stopping on to our show. It was definitely a great pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone, please make sure y'all go check out Yailis. She's actually a star in making her old poems. Please tune in into the next episode as we bring you more talented guests on our show right here and the Life of 2021 podcast. My name is LT, and we're out. Let's go.
Little homie, let's go. Little homie, let's go. Little homie, let's go. Little homie, let's go. Hey. Little homie, let's go. Little homie, let's go. Little homie, let's go. She like how I rap and she like how I do with the flow. Little homie, let's go. I'm never no bigger, but all of my thoughts be on dough. Little homie,